Okay, I have a problem, and I'm going to start. No, stop. Wally complains about these MSR, SMR, whatever videos. Yes.
It's really good.
He complains about them.
Yes.
To us, Gavin and I. But then he will sit there and watch them the whole time. You are the reason there's a problem.
You are harshing my mellow here right now.
I can't. I honestly.
ASMR podcast.
Like, if you don't like it, then you wouldn't watch it. And then it's going to learn the algorithm. You're the reason we have a messed up algorithm. I can't anymore. It's like I'm talking to a brick wall.
There's this one lady that it keeps coming up in my feed for some reason.
I wonder why.
and she does ASMR. I don't know who is enjoying this.
You!
I'm watching it because it's an oddity. It's an oddity.
You!
I'm
That's why
perplexed.
other people are watching it.
Yeah, but I will say this: after watching a couple hours of it, it definitely is like, okay, I don't understand it. I don't know why, but it is kind of like interesting to hear.
I find myself there are like ads that I just can't stand on TikTok, but for some reason, every time I see them pop up, I think it's because I dislike it so much that I'm like, I better watch this again to make sure that I still really dislike it.
I'm not sure because we share a TikTok for the show, and I think Betty Rock is
not
throwing
much
off,
longer.
I think you're throwing off our algorithm.
I'm doing everything I can.
I'm not finding
you messed it up.
I'm not finding like a lot of great cat videos. I'm finding more dog videos now than cat videos.
No, I'm seeing more of like home renovating stuff. Like, I don't care about that, and that's all you.
Oh, there's a guy that is a home inspector, and he goes through like weird houses.
Yes, I'm getting my own account.
Sorry,
you say that, but you're not going to do it,
I will.
Betty.
No, I will.
You've said it so many times.
No,
I'm going to do it.
Today's
the day.
Join it. Let me go through my TikTok, our TikTok, real quick. This was the ASMR lady, real quick. There you go.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So there's
That's
that.
actually what she sounds like?
Yeah, but I am curious,
terrible.
like just going through our feed because Betty Rock has messed up the feed. Okay, here is a puppy that's getting groomed.
Cute.
This is some live with some chick with scissors and a lemon.
That's you.
Or an egg, rather. This is some weird person. Maybe I'm in lives. This is a lady baking.
That's
not me.
you.
This is a lady, it looks like in Africa, filling bags of something. Let me see. This is a lady just staring at the camera.
Doesn't sound that good.
Yeah, this sounds really boring.
I know. What have you done?
You are the problem, not me.
There's this lady here that they have this thing of rice, and
you're
it's
just
all
watching
these
lives.
rocks.
Why are you watching lives?
I didn't mean to do that. That's why.
See, you are the problem.
That's the problem. Okay, that was my fault. That was my fault. I was in a live.
Your fault.
I was in a live. That's what I thought. I thought, am I in lives? Why am I in lives? I got to get back
out
to
of
the
that.
home. I didn't mean to be in lives. Okay, so that's different.
I can't.
So now this is a girl talking about. Oh, that's a sponsored ad. I just watched too much of it.
I tell you, don't watch that.
This is a girl making like animation stuff in real time.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay, this is, let me see, some clips. Oh, this is our clip. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
And it's the original one too. That's interesting.
From Parks and Rec?
Seen it.
This
over
is some police confrontations. That's
Oh.
good. Oh, this is a mouse about to get eaten by a snake.
I don't want to see that.
Oh, look at this.
Don't. You know.
I know. I'm not going to.
Okay, moving on. Give us your first story.
Oh, Dyson.
Give us your first story.
Things. Okay. Anyway. So yeah. No, that's bad. Ooh, that's gross. They were going through Vietnam War traps, like showing how they were designed. Ooh. Okay. So this one, it has to do with the old NFL here in the Super Bowl coming up. Jason and Travis Kelce, they're the
We're
first
not live
brothers.
on the air, right? That's not playing live on the air?
No, why?
Guys, these are things I have to ask because
No.
it's happened before.
You scared me.
No, just making
There
sure
shouldn't be a
because it's
reason.
happened before in the past. You're
No.
like, oh, that's my bad.
We're
Once
good.
again.
And so they're both offensive players, so they're not going to be on the field at the same time. We've talked about this story before. And they're both looking to claim their second Super Bowl victory. But Jason Kelce, who plays for the Eagles, is, of course, bringing his wife. But who is her odd plus one? What do you think, Betty? Who's she
Her
bringing?
emotional sport animal.
Okay, no,
Wife
that's
got
a good
plus
guess.
one? And they don't have a kid, do
his
they?
Wife, no, they have a couple kids.
Oh.
His wife got a plus one. Don't Google it.
No.
Who do you think?
His or her grandma?
His wife is bringing one of the grandmas. Okay, because the mom is going to be there because she's rooting for both of them.
But you make it sound like this is going to be something peculiar.
Something I would have never thought of.
Man. Is it going to be like a video screen?
Oh, wait. Maybe they're on Big Brother, Big Sister, and they're bringing someone that they sponsor.
Oh, Big Brother, Big Sister. Oh, maybe they're in that companion that program.
Yeah.
No, that would have been really good. She's actually bringing her OBGYN nurse with her.
What?
Because she is 38 weeks pregnant.
Oh,
just in case.
Yeah, she's going to the game. She's 38 weeks pregnant, doesn't want to miss the game. Travel gets risky. Like, you're not supposed to be traveling at that point. And she's taking extra precautions in case she goes into labor at the trip or on the trip or at the stadium. And so she's bringing her nurse with her.
Huh.
That makes a ton of sense.
Yep. If she does have the baby at the stadium, though, Kelsey said that he'll let his team members all hold his newborn for good luck, except for Jalen Hurts because he had 9 fumbles last year.
Smart.
I saw this video where it was a woman who was trying to go into labor at Disney World.
Oh, yeah.
She's trying to?
Yeah, because it was saying something like if you give birth at Disney, they get a free life pass.
Oh, like a pass? Oh, really?
Oh, that'd be
bet they
something.
don't. I'd be great if that was true, but I have a feeling there's no way that's true. Yeah, so anyway, there you go. Super Bowl coming up next week, right? It's next Sunday?
The 12th.
Oh, right before support drive. All right, so there you go. That's going to happen too.
Good time.
Put
You
that
guys,
on your
you guys
radar.
gonna watch it at all?
Oh yeah, I will.
Super Bowl
Super Bowl?
party?
No.
Some food?
No.
I always watch half of it.
Yeah.
Like usually
That's
I'll
good.
watch the second half.
I
I'll
don't
watch
mind.
a little
I
bit.
don't mind seeing like the halftime show, but other than that,
Will you go to a party though, and with
Yeah.
your friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's usually not at too late of a time. Like the game usually starts around 5,
So it
5:30.
finishes at 8:30.
So it's not
9.
like outrageously bad if you're watching from home.
Yeah, but we have support drive the next day, so we got to be up and ready to go.
Not the next day.
We don't?
No, it's on the 17th.
Wait, we have a week in between the Super Bowl?
There's the Super Bowl, which
Yeah.
is on the 12th.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Let
And
me
then
look. The 12th
Friday
is a
is
Sunday.
the day we start.
and yeah, the following Friday is when we start. That's the 17th.
Oh, I messed up then. I thought it was Super Bowl. Oh, because Super Bowl. Oh, wait, no. What is this week? I don't even know where
Nothing's
I'm at right
happening
now.
this
Okay.
weekend.
This is the 3rd.
Really?
So we have a whole nother week, the
Yeah.
9
6th
days.
through the 10th.
Okay.
Then after next week
Yeah.
is Super Bowl Sunday.
Okay. And then we have a week and then support drive. Oh, all right. Well, boy, this month is going to go by fast then. We're going to blink and miss it. Okay. Well, there you go. Well, you're really, really, really forewarned as a potty as to what our schedule is going to look like. So, Lady Rock, what do you got? It's Friday.
Well, Beyonce, she was going out on tour for her Renaissance tour. And Ticketmaster is the place you got to go to get tickets if you want them.
They're the worst,
They
man.
are the worst. They have messed up multiple times. The most recent, I believe, is with Taylor Swift, leaving people crying and bawling on the floor.
That was a little much.
But anyways, so Ticketmaster, though, realizes their ways and they're trying to make some changes. So they're going to do a couple of things differently. This includes staggering the on-sale dates for various venues.
Oh.
So you
Instead of
can't,
all at once.
Right. You'll have to, like, if you want to go see her at this certain venue, then you have to buy tickets on this day, which I could see that would leave a less high demand on your website. And then also they're going to be using membership systems like Verified Fan. I don't know what that is, a membership system?
Yeah, it's probably just another thing to get you to have an account somewhere, and then you get inside access, or you get first access or guaranteed access.
But isn't that what they did with Taylor Swift? And
Yeah, I
it
thought
ended
they
up that
tried that.
somehow people were getting tickets when they shouldn't be getting tickets. And they're ridiculously overpriced.
That's my whole problem. Like Ticketmaster, like fine if you had a meltdown because so many people wanted tickets, whatever. But it's hard to get tickets because a lot of times robots or people are getting them, and they're even despite their best efforts to not have ticket places get them, they do, or ticket brokers get them, they do. But here's the biggest problem. I had a lady email me the other day, was like, man, I wanted to go see Toby, and so I got 4 $20 tickets, like There you go. Nicely done. That's a great deal for Toby's Winter Jam. That is, or is it not Winter Jam? It's Toby's Hits Deep Tour. So that's a great deal. But then she was like, I didn't buy the tickets because when I added all the fees up, it was $150. So basically, $152. So basically, it was $8 short of what she paid for the tickets was the fees. It was $72 in fees, $80 for tickets. And you're like, so like even if you break it down to each ticket was $20, the fees for each ticket was $18. So just $2 off the thing. They're basically doubling the price on you to go see a show. So you have to really, really, really want to go see it because these greedy jerks are ripping everybody off. And then artists and stuff, they have a monopoly. And so artists go through Ticketmaster because they're like, we gotta sell tickets and stuff like that. I would love to see anybody else running tickets other than Ticketmaster.
Well,
they're disgusting.
And something Gavin was saying, you were saying something, there was like a new place, like if you Googled Ticketmaster, it would come up Ticket Faster.
Oh, yeah, Wally had seen that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I just thought that was a funny little thing. Like if you're Googling Ticketmaster and you make a mistake, Ticket Faster came out and I'm like, oh, and you would miss it because it looks the same. It's like one letter difference. I'm like, well, that was ingenious.
I'm trying to see how much tickets are for Beyonce tickets. I'm looking right now.
It's just
Are
the
you on
fees.
Ticket Faster or Ticketmaster?
Master.
I had this girl that she paid. She was going to see. I don't remember who it was Elton John or something like that. She paid $700 in fees for her tickets. You're like, what in the world? Like, how do they sleep at night? How do they go, this is good? And it's because we put up with it, you know?
Yeah, because there's no
do
competition.
Exactly. They have a monopoly. And so for me, it's like the only way they learn is if you destroy them by not buying the tickets. But then that hurts the artists that you want to go see.
Right.
Such a messed up situation. And now I see why back in the day, bands like Pearl Jam and all these other bands were like, we're not doing Ticketmaster, forget that.
Right.
And they would try to find another way to sell tickets.
So the cheapest tickets I can find for Beyonce in our area.
Are you at Nissan?
Yes.
Okay.
The cheapest, $495.
Per ticket?
Okay. And that's on Ticketmaster.
That's on
right?
Ticketmaster,
I'm on
okay?
Ticket Faster.
Yeah.
It's $641 is the cheapest I see on this
so
website.
$500 a ticket. Okay.
500. Okay, so let's say you want to go with a friend.
Okay, so $1,000.
Do we want to do two or do we want to do one?
Let's do two. So times two. So you're $1,000 in.
All right. Now, I Googled what's the average cost of Ticketmaster fees. It's about 30% of the
That's
face value.
crazy.
So 30% of $495 is around $150. So now you're going to add $300 to whatever that is.
So you just spent $1,300 on tickets.
On just two tickets.
And so you spent, but when you break it down again to the ticket thing, like so the 30% is just unconscionable,
Right.
Because that's of the tickets.
What is it doing?
Fees, and they're getting rich off of it. It's crazy that you spend that much money, disproportionate amount of money on fees to your ticket.
And those are probably like your upper deck tickets too. Like we're not even talking about like getting a little closer where if you're like this one is mid row or front row.
I bet if you go to book those tickets, it's more expensive than that $150 off of it. There's no way. Like it's usually, I'm finding out with different tickets, it's half the cost.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know if maybe lower ticket prices, they charge you more because they're not going to make as much off the ticket price, and maybe a higher ticket price, you have a smaller fee, believe it or not. I could see that.
I'm looking to see like what is the breakdown.
I'm going to exit so I don't accidentally buy these.
Gavin's going to see Beyonce.
Click the wrong button and my account's empty.
So 30% of the face value of your original ticket. What is the breakdown of the fees?
The fee, where's it go? Yeah.
It says service fee.
Which means what? You know.
Charge and order processing fee.
Of course, yeah.
Resale service fee.
Okay, why? I'm not reselling them.
Facility charge.
Okay.
Delivery price.
You are sending them to me via an email. You were sending an email.
And then taxes.
Oh.
Taxes should be the only thing you pay an extra amount for.
That is crazy.
I get a small fee. Like, okay, so I'm buying the tickets from you. It's like Grubhub or whatever, So I'm buying, you're bringing me this. It's a service. I have to pay a fee. Ticketmaster fees used to be, you'd go see a show and they were $5, $8, when it first started. But now, when you're paying $150 in fees per ticket, it's crazy.
Well, and also this was years ago, but I knew a friend that didn't want to pay like the delivery fee and all that stuff. And so she actually went to some location and actually bought them, and they were handed to her. But that was only like, okay, now you only have to pay 20% of the fees. Like it saved her a little bit of money, but not much.
That's the thing. I mean, I get spoiled because of what we do for a living, like going to shows and stuff. Like we can usually go for free, but the problem with so when we want to go see a Broadway thing, we have to do Ticketmaster, and there's always fees. They don't seem to the fees don't seem to be as bad on those as on these concerts. Because there's no way if my wife said, okay, I've got 2 tickets for $90. Yes, I got 2 tickets. They're $90 each, so that'd be $180. And she goes, the total is $275. I would be like, absolutely not. We're not going. I won't go.
Right.
Like, I'd rather not see it than fund Ticketmaster's nonsense.
Yeah, I don't understand it. And I'm
disgusting.
under the assumption that the artist doesn't get those fees.
No, that's how they make money.
It's just their company's way of being profitable.
Now, back in the day, like we used to sell tickets to shows for concerts through the radio station. You would partner with a local thing and you would sell the tickets. And that's gone by the wayside because a lot of times too, artists must make something on this. I know that they get the ease of delivery and the delivery system is, publicized and it benefits them probably from an exposure standpoint and how, just go to Ticketmaster. It's easy, So I'm sure it benefits them there. I'm curious if they get a piece of some of this somehow to make it worth hosing their fans. Like, because I don't see what the upside is for an artist to have people that are like, I can't afford to go see your show because of all these fees. Right. I don't see what the upside for them is if they're not making a killing on it, or because of promoters they work with and their deals, they have to have Ticketmaster as their option.
I don't know. Ticketmaster needs to be put in their place. That's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
But they need competition.
Yeah, I mean, they have a monopoly pretty much. There's like a couple of like Ticket to StubHub, a couple others.
Yeah, I can't.
Some sports ones, but nothing to that degree of Ticketmaster for sure. But I wish there was a Christian company that would just do Christian shows and do all the ticketing for them and not hold people to the fire like that.
Well, I see what you're saying, but I bet that they would be like, well, but I'm on hard times and I can't afford it, and it would really help my soul to be at that show. So they'd constantly be having all these people being like, but I mean, it's a Christian.
Well, yeah, but
it's a Christian business. You should just give them. Like, no, that's
well, you
not
can't
how it
do
works.
that. But there's a difference between going, hey, we're charging you $20 service fee and we're charging you $150 service fee. Like, I think if you were like, all right, $20 service fee, that's fair, and and you're doing it because you don't want people to have to spend $150, I think that's fair, and I would like to see that.
But to me, what this sounds like the changes that Ticketmaster are making, it's mainly more towards making sure people get tickets if they want them.
Yes,
this doesn't have to do with the fees or anything.
Oh, they're not addressing their fees. That was a whole little side thing that I brought up with because of this lady's email, and it really made me mad the other day.
But this is just, they're not going to change their fees. You still have to pay out the wazoo for them.
Oh, yeah.
But you can at least be able to pay out the wazoo if you want to.
Yeah.
Whereas some people were wanting to pay. They didn't want to pay out the wazoo, but they were going to do it anyways. But then they still couldn't get tickets.
Yeah, that's
maybe
not
that
how
was
I
the
live.
Lord's mercy.
Maybe. Let's do some birthdays. You got any for me?
I do. I have 3.
Go for it.
We've got Scott, who wants to wish his wife of 33 years, Bonnie, a happy birthday. He said, my wife Bonnie deserves a special happy birthday wish. She loves the Wally Show, and it would be one of the most special and memorable memorable gifts I've ever given her.
And cheapest.
Yeah, and cheapest. So happy birthday, Bonnie.
Bonnie rules.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
What's our processing fee on that now?
Oh, yeah, that's right. We need to
Right.
do that.
Luke, he is celebrating a birthday on Sunday. Said, love the show. Unfortunately, y'all are my main news source.
Unfortunately.
And I can't say I come across as very informed or intelligent.
I've tried to
most of
tell
the
you.
time.
I've tried to tell you. Don't go
That's
to
true.
us for that.
Justin, he wants to wish Micaiah, his son, a happy birthday. He's turning 17 on Sunday.
Oh, wow.
He's a huge Wally Show fan.
Nice.
He quotes Wally to everyone he meets. He just got his license this week.
Nice.
He's also looking for his first job. Are
There
you
go.
hiring?
Well, yeah, I wish we were. You could do better at a fast food place.
I mean, I feel like jobs are everywhere. So this question is, I think, mainly for, well, I think, Wally, you'll have the most opinion on it.
Okay.
Any advice for a teen interviewing for his or her first job?
It's so simple. It's so simple. A, show up early. B, know a little bit about the company that, you're interviewing with. And C, be polite. Like, it's like you don't have to pretend like you know everything, because companies that are hiring you when you're young, they know you know nothing. And I made this mistake early on. Like, I used to think that I had to beef up my resume to look like I had accomplished all these things and stuff like that. And I'm like, and they saw through it, So yeah, don't be something that you're not, but just explain to them like why you want to work there, and be real about it. Like, if you really don't want to work, then don't be wasting anybody's time. But like, if this is a place you want to work at, then explain to them why you want to work and what your value to them is, because that, and carry yourself. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Like, if you carry yourself with these simple things, you're going to stand out apart. Dress like you are going to an interview for a job that is higher than the job you're going for. Look presentable.
Mainly it comes down to respect.
Absolutely. Respect their time, be polite, and you're going to do great.
Mm-hmm.
It's very
now,
simple.
If you get rejection, what should they do?
Burn it down.
Hey.
No, rejection is part of life, and you have to take that in stride. It does build character, and if they didn't want you for some reason and you did all the right things, then it wasn't a good fit, and you probably would have got there and been miserable anyway. So look for the next thing, and the next thing that's going to be a good fit and make you happy. Betty Rock got her job here because she stuck her resume in my drawer of my desk and
Pretty much shoved it in his face.
Yeah.
and pestered him.
yeah, she did. It worked.
Wore him down.
Wasn't polite. Didn't
No.
dress the part.
No.
But
wore him down.
wore him down. So that's the other strategy. That's Betty's strategy.
Still here.
Just keep showing up. We had a story. You don't go to our church anymore, but there was a story of this kid. Our church has this branch called Justice and Mercy International, and they do orphanages basically for kids in Ukraine or in Moldova rather,
Which is near Ukraine.
yeah, it's right there. And so, but really cool that I love that we do that. But there was this one kid that was like a problem child. And you have to, after you transition out, there's a teen thing that you can transition to, become, a professional and try to have a chance at a life. And this kid didn't qualify. He hadn't done the work. He was just this bad kid. And then he realized that I've got to make a change. I'm hosed here. I got nowhere to go. This kid just showed up at the place and they're like, you weren't accepted. And he's like, I have nowhere to go. And he basically was like, please, and they let him into the program, and now he works, there, and he works with JMI. Really cool story. But persistence is definitely a good thing when you're growing up and you're getting into your career or trying to get a job. The other thing too, remember too, you'll go and you'll interview and you think it's great, and you're like, I got this, and then you're like, why aren't they calling me today? Why didn't they call me back? Sometimes it takes time. And the thing that's the most important to you is it's the 12th thing on their list for that day that they got to get to, and it gets bumped the next day and the next day. I had a job at a radio station I really wanted to get, and I had called the guy, or I had interviewed. I thought it went well, and then I hear nothing. Radio silence. I had sent a real nice, quick, hey, thanks for the interview. Really appreciate it. You should always do that. Always send a thank you note or a text if you have their information, or email. Thank you for the interview. I appreciate your time. And I did that, and I wasn't hearing anything back. I'm like, what in the world? And come to find out after because I had just written it off after a week and a half, I was like, well, that's a dead issue. And I was looking at other stuff. And then I finally got the call back, and he was like, oh, dude, I'm so sorry. I've been sick. I've been out of the office all week long. And I'm like, oh, okay. But because he had his life going on, and what was vastly important to me was just one thing he had to check off,
Right.
And so you got to remember that too. But there you go. That's my advice. Weekend plans. Everyone's got a weekend plans. Gavin actually has weekend plans that involve more travel.
Yeah, we're going to Evansville, Indiana to see our best friends.
He's so money. This kid is like a world
the boy
traveler.
puts miles on his car.
I
know.
do. I need to.
Are you
I need to-
chartering a jet this time?
No.
Are you taking a helicopter?
Not yet. No,
Really?
we're not. We're
Okay.
not there yet. Just
Wow.
one
Why
big
do you like to
Uber.
spend so much time in the car?
With your wife? No. I'm just kidding.
I feel like I don't actually go. I haven't gone anywhere since Cincinnati. Never
Yeah,
mind.
he went to a playoff game on a whim the other day.
Never mind. I
He's
forgot.
just over there making it rain. He walks into the place like, woo.
Yeah,
I forgot about
his
that.
car is like, please no more.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, let's drive across the country.
My wife got on me yesterday because I took her car when she was gone. I drove her car twice. It's a new car, and she's like, "Why are we always taking my car?" I'm like, "You have heated seats and a heated steering wheel.
Yeah.
Nice.
You're bougie. I
Yeah,
like this."
Deal
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah, and so the other day it was ice, and it has like a traction thing, and my truck it slips so much because there's no weight in the back. I'm like, "Hey, look, if you don't want to die, would you mind if I take your car?" And she paused, and was like, yeah,
Calculating.
Yeah, she was like, "No, it's fine." So I took her car, and then last night I was going to pickleball, and she was just staying home. So I'm like, "Hey, I'd like to take your car to pickleball, please." She's like, "Really?" I'm like, "It has heated seats, woman," and I
At
can
least
start
during-
it from inside with
Yeah.
the app. It's great.
During winter, at least.
Yeah, and so she's like, that's fine. But she goes, you realize we have 12,000 miles on this car and it's not even a year old yet. Because usually like an average is 12 to 15 for a year and you're doing pretty average driving, but we've actually put more on it and we've got more driving to come up. So I get it, but we're putting the miles on that car too, which is but still, my buns love it. My biscuits are burning. Sometimes it gets too hot.
It does, and then you have to crank it back down.
So
Yeah,
good, though.
I get that.
Yeah. So you're going to Indiana to
Yep.
do what?
We're gonna go just see the friends, but then my buddy and I are going to a PGA Tour golf course tomorrow morning.
Nice.
Which I think is gonna look cool and it's gonna be gorgeous. It's gonna be a hard course, and we're
Yeah.
playing 18 holes, and I plan on losing a lot of golf balls and being mad at myself
Yeah.
a few times. But I think every time I hit a bad shot, I'm just gonna try and look at the course and be like,
Just enjoy here.
This is fun.
Like they
This
say,
is
a
great.
bad day golfing's better than a good day at work.
Yep.
So there you go.
But every day's a good day at work.
That's right. Good answer. See, that's why this kid's going places. I
doesn't
respect
mean it.
Gavin. Gavin's going to surpass Betty here soon.
No, he won't.
Yeah.
He'll have a nervous breakdown before that.
She'll give it to you.
If she sees me doing it, she'll just start sniping me from
Yeah, she will.
the back. Just
Yeah, she will.
backstabbing.
Lady Rock, weekend plans.
Today I'm going to go visit my mom and dad.
Nice.
And I'm going to give my mom her birthday present.
Which she would not let me rap. I'm a good
Because
rapper.
I don't need you to help me
I know,
rap.
but I wanted to do it for your
If
mom.
I ask you for help,
Right.
great.
Yeah, I know,
But if
but
I don't want you to
I
have
wanted
any
this
part
to be my
anything that
this
goes
was,
with my mom.
This was my contribution to
No.
your mom's birthday.
No.
That's what I wanted to do.
Too bad. I wrapped it myself.
Okay.
It looked good.
Thank you.
You did a good job. Normally you're not a great rapper.
Yes, I am.
I don't think so.
Moving on.
But this because I even saw you trying to rap it. I'm like,
I never even asked your opinion.
I know, but I was like, how'd you rapping it
Lord
that
help
way?
me.
That's
Thank
crazy.
Goodness, it's Friday. So I'm going to go see them today. May go grab dinner with friends after that. Tomorrow, we'll just see where the wind blows me.
Sleep in.
And yeah, for sure. Then Sunday is church. That's it.
It's a good time.
There you go. That's a good weekend. Let me
Wally.
see. My wife asked me what I wanted to do this weekend,
What do you want to do?
and I
But
wanted.
does she really want to know the real
no, because
answer?
it's not what she wanted to
Yeah,
do.
'cause does it involve her?
No, it did not. It was like working on this piece of furniture I'm still working on. I want to get stuff done with that. I want to play pickleball, and she's like, "Oh, okay."
Is
So-
she ever should she be surprised?
no,
The problem is that your hobbies that you enjoy, she doesn't want to be a part of.
exactly.
Does she have hobbies that you want to be a part of?
No.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that is a problem. So I mean, she's great. I mean, she honestly is great about it. But then I have to be like, okay, well, let's go see a movie, or let me do this in the morning, and then we'll go see a movie in the afternoon or whatever. But then we got to work and seeing our friends, Greg and Molly, because it's probably gonna be our last time that we can go dinner with them before they move next week. Yeah, so
Are you gonna cry?
No, I'll keep it together in front of them. Then I'll.
But as you walk away,
yeah, Molly will cry for
Alone.
sure.
Tissues, man.
Yeah, it's a bummer. It's not good at all. Like I'm sad about it for sure. I'm sad about it.
let him know that.
Yeah, I'll tell him.
Are
I hit him in the arm. Hey man, get out of here.
you gonna hug?
Yeah.
Do you hug Greg?
Not really. Every once in a while. Not really. But I hug Molly.
Okay.
Like yeah.
Well, make sure you give him one last big old Gregor Bear hug.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So there you go. My weekend's gonna be sad.
that's so sad.
Thanks. I'll get a head start on it this weekend. I'll start.
You can
being
take
sad
Monday
today.
off if you need the time to.
I need an emotional day. You know, you're right. I'm feeling like pretty emotional. I need a day off.
Sure.
That's a great idea. All right. That's going to do it for your Aftercast. And as always, thanks for being a potty.